Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Spiritual Events Directory. This is the Oracle Hour with Pip, and we're running a little bit late today, but that's okay. I promise that we'll catch up, and I'll make sure that I do give you lots of good content, and hopefully you're feeling good out there in the world. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about self-acceptance, and that is what we're going to be talking about today. So if you'd like to comment below, say hello, tell me where you're from, and we can do our little introductory bit, which will be great. As I say, I'm Pip Coleman. I live down here in Phillip Island on, right down below Victoria, at the bottom of Victoria. Hi, Karen. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Kiralee. Michelle. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. We are just coming into spring, as those of you who are on the other side of the world are going into your autumn. And this is a lovely time of the year down here. So hi Karen, hi Ali, hi Vicky, welcome. We are just coming into that beautiful springtime, so it's a really good time to start getting those ideas, those intentions of what it is that you'd like to bring into the world. What would you like to create today and now, going forward in this beautiful time of the year? Is all about creation and blossoming, ideas blossoming. So hi Michelle, hi Shana, nice to see you all here. Hi Kerry Addison, welcome Edith, all the way from Brisbane. Yeah, and one of the things that I wanted to talk about today was self-acceptance, and that whole concept of taking care of yourself, and how that is the deepest form of love that you can possibly have. That self-care, that self-acceptance, and knowing that it's okay to be however you are. So if you're feeling stressed, then it's okay that you're feeling stressed. It's about accepting and honoring where you are. If you're feeling happy, great, you're feeling happy. If you're feeling sad, that's okay. It's okay. It's great to be sad. It's good to honor exactly where you are. And self-acceptance is about accepting and allowing whatever's happening to happen right here and now. And that is self-love. That is self-care. That is taking care of you, and that is your purpose. That is your purpose on this earth, is to look after you, be responsible for you, and really raise your vibration, because everybody that you come into contact with is going to be affected by that. So it's really important for you to take good care of yourself. Now, one of the things, well, there's a few things that I do, but I am an author and an intuitive coach, and I teach Reiki courses and classes. I'm a Bowen therapist, and I also do psychic development and meditation classes and that sort of thing. And I do those things online at the moment. Obviously, everything is online. So if anyone wants any more information about that, you can go to my website, pipcoleman.com. It's Coleman with an E. And that link is in the little blurb below this video, so you can go and have a look at that. And if you want to connect with me on Facebook, it's Pip Coleman, author and intuitive coach, or just author coach. If you're doing a search, you can just go at Pip Coleman, author coach, and you'll find me. Now, as I say, today we're talking about self-acceptance, and one of the things that I'm going to be doing when I'm talking to everybody today, when you put in your questions, when you put in your comments about how you're feeling, and that's what I'd like you to do today, is what is it that you're feeling that you're not accepting at the moment? What is it? Maybe place a comment in the comments about what is it that you're not accepting at the moment. Are you not accepting, I don't know, that you're unemployed? Or are you not accepting that you're single? Or you're not accepting that you're struggling with the COVID thing, whatever it is, just make a note below in the comment section. What is it that you're not accepting at the moment? And we'll see whether we can address that in a by pulling out some cards. So welcome to the show, Sue and Samantha and Deb and Melissa and Tracy Stevens, Michael, Edith. Nice to see you all. So I would just want you to pop anything that you're not accepting, something that you're finding that you're struggling. What is it that you're resisting? What are you... Great. Okay, so Melissa, your truth. That's interesting. So you're resisting your truth. That's an interesting statement to make. So what is it? It's interesting. What is it about your truth what is it about our truth that is so scary sometimes? It can just be about being in that moment of not wanting to hear it. Like sometimes, they say, if you don't want to hear the truth, then don't ask the question. So I think that's interesting, Melissa, that you say your truth, and that would be an interesting, question to journal. If you are a journaler, or even if you're not a journaler, you might like to sit down and write down, why am I resisting my truth? And just let it flow. Let that automatic writing flow. We are actually in the midst of creating the Spiritual Events Directory team, creating a spiritual journal at the moment. So it would be interesting to see what you would get out of that spiritual journaling process if you took a moment. And it doesn't have to be a written thing. You could actually speak it out. You could get your voice memos on your phone and start just talking it out. Talk it out to yourself. You don't have to share it with anyone else, but you can certainly talk it out with other people. Kerry, friendship has changed. Okay, so you're resisting that change. You're not accepting that change. That's interesting. And that is tricky, especially when we have a friendship that we have had for a long time. It can be really hard. And that makes sense. We have an expectation that people are going to be around forever. And that doesn't necessarily happen. What's that saying? People come into our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And so perhaps this friendship that is ending or changing is a seasonal friendship, is one that came in for a reason or a season, and now it's time to raise your vibration and move on to have new friends, different friends. Yeah, that's understandable, Melissa. Lots of shifts and attachments that need to be released. That writing process or that journaling process will definitely help you to move through that those attachments. And then if you want to get a bit more coaching around that, let me know, because if you get in touch with me at Pip Coleman author coach, we can talk a bit more about using some tools that might be helpful for releasing those attachments. If you'd like to get in touch, just let me know. Karen Simmons is moving and you're not accepting that move. Okay, that's interesting. So your acceptance around the moving. And look, that's really tricky because I get that, Karen. I am in the process of getting ready to move, and there are parts of this space that I really like living in. I really love the house that I'm in, and I'm liking where I am. And have been here for a while. I've been here for about 8 years. So there is a lot of attachment that we have to staying in the space that we have, because it's secure and it's comfortable. And even if we're not happy with that space anymore, it is what we know. And that feeling of uncertainty about moving can be very, we get resistance, don't we? We get resistance comes up about that. So moving house, a very interesting one. I would suggest to you, one of the things that I'm doing with my moving of house is I'm writing every day a list of positive aspects about the space that I'm in, And I'm listing the positive aspects of moving, so that I can see that there are benefits and positive things about both of those things, so that I can feel more comfortable about that move. So I'm doing like a rampage of appreciation, you might call it, of both staying and going, wherever that might be, just to get myself into that space of appreciating it and honoring where I am, so that I can then move into the space of where I'm going. So Karen, that might be helpful to you to do a little rampage of appreciation about where you currently are and also about the move. So one piece of paper, one page, rampage of appreciation, positive aspects of staying where you are and the positive aspects of moving. So we don't get too caught up in the negative, okay? It's really important that we look at the positives of both, because you'll find that both will be serving you in some way. Both staying and going will be serving you in some way. So, and there'll be a reason why you're moving. You'll find as you start to write that you'll go, oh, the reason why I'm moving is because we've outgrown this house, or I need a shift, or I need to change my relationship, or I need to, whatever it is. And that will be a key for you to become more accepting of whatever it is that needs to happen next. Hi Janine, hi Kirst, Christy, Rebecca, Deborah, welcome to the party. So Karen, yeah, you're trying to move away. Yeah, so I totally get it. Totally get it. That is something, as I say, I'm looking at moving away from Phillip Island as well, and there's part of me that wants to stay, you know. So if you have just joined us, we're just writing in the comments what it is that we're not accepting at the moment. What is it that we're resisting? What in our lives are we saying, I don't accept that, this is not what I want? And how is that actually showing up for you? So shares, nice to see you. No worries, Kerry, my pleasure. Jammin' Pixie. Jammin' Jess Pixie, that's cool. Julie Sinclair, Gail McIntyre, welcome. Hi, Vanessa. Kieran. Yes, you can ask a question. Kieran, feel free to ask a question. Kim Lowen, nice to see you. Julie Sinclair, we're just making note in your comments. Just make a note of what it is that you're not accepting at the moment, and then I can give you some guidance on that. So Julie, and my pleasure, Karen. I'm glad that was helpful. So we're just making note underneath. What is it that you're not accepting? What is it that you're resisting in your life at the moment? Are you resisting your health? Are you resisting being healthy? Are you resisting good food? Are you resisting love? What is it that you're resisting at the moment? All right. So Kieran, your question is, when will I start getting paid clients for my coaching business? Okay, well, that's a good question. So my question to you, Kieran, is what are you resisting? What is it that you're not accepting at the moment that in your life that might be stopping you from getting paid clients? Because there's always something that is, everything that is reflected in the outside world is something to do with what we're doing within. So is there something that you're doing at the moment that is actually stopping you from getting paid? Are you not clear about how much you are worth? How much will you be charging for your coaching services? And how comfortable do you feel with that price? Have you actually created a website or a booking system so that people can actually book in with you to do that coaching? If you have not put any marketing out into the world so people know where you are, and then there needs to be there's some things that might be there in terms of resistance. So if you were sure, Kieran, if you were sure that you knew, because we all know the answers to our own questions. We don't need somebody else really to answer our questions for us. we all know. It's just a matter of what is it that you really want to do. So there's a few things that I would ask. That's good. So I would be very clear about my ideal clients and who I want to serve. I would be very clear about how much I want to charge for my services and how comfortable I am with those prices. And I would be looking at making sure that it's very, very easy for people to book in with you, because you don't want to make it complicated for people. So that's why recently I've created a booking system so that people can actually go onto the online free booking system. You can click on the link and book in whenever I have available times to do the coaching or the card readings or whatever it is that you would like to book in, a Reiki session, whatever. So it's really important to make sure that those things are in place and that you have come to a place of being very, very comfortable with what it is that you have to offer. So the other thing is maybe not being ready. If you actually are not ready, that's one of the things too. So making sure that you have a space that people can come to have their service, making sure that you are have your qualification ready to go. That's fantastic. Awesome. So if you've done all those things and you feel like you're totally comfortable with all of those things, then the next step is to put yourself out there. And that can be the biggest resistance and scary thing that anybody does. And I'll have to tell you that is one of the things that stops a lot of people, is actually putting yourself out there. So it means creating Facebook ads. It means putting flyers up around your neighborhood. It means going and talking to people in the local cafe and saying, can I put my cards in this cafe? It means talking to people about doing some reciprocal arrangements. So it means going into a local naturopath or health food shop and saying, can we do a swap of, like, you know, can we refer to each other? Can I refer my clients to your health food shop and you refer clients to me as a coach? So there's a few different ways that you can do that. Fantastic. So it sounds like you've got a few things going on there, Kieran. So the thing is that those things take time. The videos, the YouTube, the Facebook, it's about building relationships. And yeah, that's right. So do you have to do everything online at the moment? Because, well, a lot of it online because of COVID, but you can certainly talk to people on the phone, and you can, and especially if you already have relationships with people, it's a good idea to talk to people you already have relationships with first. Go for the low hanging fruit, as they say. Talk to the people you know first in your local environment, and then you can build from there. So as I say, get in touch if you'd like some more specifics, because we probably can't go into too much depth around your specific business in this forum. But if you'd like to get in touch with me at Pip Coleman Author Coach, then I can have a bit more of a chat with you. We can book in a session. You could even go to my link and we can have another chat about that and see what it is